So today we actually bring you a different type of product. If you're like me, you like your E39 without screens. And I mean nowadays we can't really have anything like that since we do have a phone, so at least be a good driver and have your phone somewhere set and where you don't really keep looking at it or whatnot, or just making out a distraction. So I decided, or better said, I've had this in my wish list for a quite some time, and my wife decided to actually buy me this for, I guess, my birthday or Christmas, either or. But first impression, very nice packaging. You have your phone mount itself. I would show you guys right now, but I do use my phone for recording. But solid with a unscrewable ball socket that you install this piece, which, if you take in consideration, I mean, for what it is, it feels like billet aluminum. I mean, it's very nice. And you have your Allen that is included here. So that's how you guys install this. And we have the bracket that, for some reason, it's not inside the box, but it came in this plastic. So, I mean, whatever. But all you gotta do is grab your included lovely Allen, unscrew, set this aside, put this inside the ball socket here. It snaps in, so now you guys can see it moves around here and there. Lock this in. Therefore, it's in one single way. Actually, that goes the other way. Oops. I mean, you guys have the option of putting some grease on it, just for making it easier to move around here. But for this, for demonstration purposes right now, we're just gonna leave it the way it is. But tighten that or leave it loose. Therefore, you can adjust it inside the car. After this, it only goes in, well, as it shows here, it goes in with the bracket looking like that. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna slide this piece over here and then thread this over, and then just do a final tighten with the Allen head, which shouldn't be that crazy, but here you go. Considering how the picture looks, it looks just like that. And then we're gonna take you guys, well, that is my dryer, but we're gonna take you guys into the car for you guys to see how this looks, or how to install it there. But pretty solid. Hopefully you guys can see. Let me just turn this off, not drain my battery, but this technically goes here. And why I wanted it to actually go there is because I felt like over here, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can still slap it over here. It's just flipping the bracket around, but this is going to be on the controls, or somewhere that's going to not be on the line of sight. Therefore, I have to look through the steering wheel to see my maps or whatever. Here, I think it's just, I don't think it's going to bother the passenger. So let's go on through with the install. So all you got to do is take this piece off, and it's hopefully just doesn't break, considering this is an 01. I hope. Let's take this out and just try to be gentle with it. In fact, let's try it from over here. I haven't really taken any of these trim pieces off because I haven't needed to. And right now, I am extremely scared, to say the least, because to find one of these that actually matches the wood grain that I have right now is definitely going to be a challenge on itself. So, and plus everything is just toasty in here. So be nice with it. Probably fast forward you guys, therefore you guys don't have to see me struggle with this. It survived. Hopefully you guys can see that, but this piece is foam and it's brittle. So going back in, I'll put some grease in it. I know that it shouldn't affect anything, but next thing to do is technically remove this screw and set this over here. Well, set it in where it's not going to bother. Clearly this opens and closes, but you might have to, mess around with the bracket, maybe bend it a little bit or whatnot to make it all square. Now that I have my lovely screwdriver, let's do that again. Just undo this screw. Right here. Come on. How long is this thing? All right, there we go. I'm probably going to undo all these, therefore that the foam actually sticks back into place, but that's it. That's your lovely screw that you're going to need to remove and adjust. I guess they give us the bracket and where you can put in and out from it. So let's test that out and see how that goes. And don't mind the screwdriver. I've had the screwdriver probably ever since I moved to the United States, probably since 2015. In other words, it's probably been through the mouth of my dog multiple times. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's chewed up. It's been used and abused. But let's see this. Oh. Let's just adjust that. Honestly, I don't really use my radio stuff as much, but there you go. Just hit or bend the bracket a little bit and you should be all right. Let's just tighten this down. Do those. I mean, I think it's pretty sturdy, so. And I don't think I'm going to remove this ever again, so forget what I said about putting grease on this. But this is the install. All you got to do is slide this back in here. Like, what the hell happened here? Oh, okay. Well, this is supposed to come off, but I guess it's not anymore. But in this case, this goes like so. But I think I messed something up on the install, so we'll check that right now. I figured it out. Me, as hard-headed as I am, I don't really like looking at instructions, and technically this really didn't come with instructions unless you want to go online and do all that research and yada yada yada, but I figured it out. Now I can actually show you guys how to get this done. So let's reinstall this the way it was. And we're going to find the adjustment point for that, but this goes... Alright, this still doesn't make sense, but that goes in just like that. And this is going to flip right over here. and sit right there and sit right here. You see, everything opens and closes, and all you gotta do is, let's open this door again because it has to slide over. Slide this puppy here, slide this puppy here, make sure that everything is in its place before you try banging this in and snapping it in, despite it actually being somewhat strong. Line all your holes up, and you should be able to slap that in, and there you go. Oh, well, that turned on. Let's turn that back off. Well, whatever, it can stay there. But there you have it. Let me I can't really show you guys, but let me grab my wife's phone and show you how that looks on the perspective of the driver. There you guys have it. I mean, it doesn't bother me much that it shakes, but imagine that, I guess, you're driving and, well, let's put it this way. Imagine that you're driving and everything is there, and, you know, everything is set to, I say it's pretty good. So, if you may, let's come back forward and you guys can see. Actually, I'm gonna handheld this so you guys can tell. This is driver's perspective. You guys can see the phone perfectly fine. All buttons are still accessible here. Everything looks nice. And at least in my opinion, you know, everything is pretty straightforward, still reachable, touching here. You don't have to like take your eyes out of the road type of thing. So I think it's pretty nice. So hopefully you guys can hear me over the wind, but I'm also doing some LEDs in the back, so let's do that right now. Pop this out. I believe I also have a complete toolkit. I guess things to brag as a BMW owner. Undo this clip, and you're greeted with your lovely bulb twist, and you have one out. I'm not entirely sure if these have to do with canvas or whatnot. Definitely polarity, so we'll check that afterwards. Twist, put back in, and then rinse and repeat on this other side. And honestly, for me, the reason why I'm doing LEDs is that I guess being in South Florida, people don't really ever realize that you're backing out. And this is technically just for safety. And it also gives the car a newer or newish look. And luckily they fit, so hopefully I have the polarity right, so we'll see. Let me hop in the car. Oh yeah, it definitely looks way better and brighter, but since the car's not on, I don't know if you guys can see it's flickering, but it's nice. Andábamos sin buscarnos, aunque sabiendo que andábamos para encontrarnos. Sorry for that, but Bluetooth got activated, but that's that. Well, one more thing, and I guess it's going to be for next episode. Next episode, we are going to be replacing and adding missing parts, starting with a cowl piece that snaps in here, and also the actual cowl. I don't know if you guys can see, but, well, this is all broken and not all in there, and we are replacing the entire cowl here, but shouldn't be that bad. I already have the parts. They're inside the garage, and thank FCP Euro for this. Not sponsored, by the way, but just for the fact that this cowl they were able to source it with all the hardware. And also, if you guys have any doubt of anything that you guys need for the car, just direct yourself to Real OEM. It's a very resourceful website, and where it tells you if you guys or how much clips of these and little things like that that you might need. So I'll see you guys.